Sheikh Gumi have gone again. Sheikh Gumi now is telling the whole world that there is no Christian genocide in Nigeria, that no single Christian is being killed, that all what the middle belt are doing is to buy empty coffee and put it on the ground and be doing video with it. This is embarrassment to Nigeria government. This is so embarrassment to a Nigerian government for a single individual to be telling the whole world lies upon lies, all in the name evidence that people have been bringing about this genocide that has been going on, how Christians have been marginalized in the north. It's not enough for Sheikh Gumi. This is now, we now know that Sheikh Gumi is the #1 enemy of Nigeria. And with a matter of urgency, DSS must pick Sheikh Gumi up. If DSS is not ready to pick Sheikh Gumi up, they should free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Kanu commit no any offense. Kanu is under the custody of the DSS for over going to 5 years now. Sheikh Gumi have been boasting his chest, have been saying nothing will happen, be talking all kind of trash. Say they should give amnesty to people that are not Nigerian just because of religious sake. It is high time Nigeria government should declare Sheikh Gumi wanted now. As I speak to you, this is the reason the Donald Trump is angry with Nigeria. Call Nigeria a country of a particular concern, because no country in the world will see somebody like Sheikh Gumi, who is a threat to the unity of this country, and leave him and allow him to go scot-free. Have we forgotten, hurry, that Saudi Arabia, they deported Sheikh Gumi? They deprive him not to attend their Hajj because of the utterances that is coming from Sheikh Gumi. Sheikh Gumi now is now telling federal government that terrorism cannot end. These are the same set of people who form this terrorism in the north. They can't shy away from it. During their body language, everything is showing that they are being support of these guys. And that's why you can see the love for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is getting more stronger day by day. The Fulanis, the fowls are testifying to it, that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a true leader. He's a man of passionate, a man that has been showing love. He's a man that wants justice, equity, fairness. And that is all Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is after. And that's why he told the judges, without no fear of anybody, that these judges should fear God. In all they do, they should know that a day of reckoning is coming, where they will be in the front of their maker. Yes, of course. Why will the judges in Nigeria have not lose their credibility? Why the highest bidder now have their say in court? We were made to understand that court is made for the court is the one that speaks for a common man in society, but not Nigeria of today. What make you see that Wike now is galvanizing? Wike is holding ground everywhere because he has succeeded by most of these judges. Have you seen the video VDM release that Wike is building estate, building houses for judges? So if you carry Wike issue, go to any court in Abuja, you are just wasting your time. That's why people have resorted that it is soldiers now to use to guide their property now. Taking Wike to court now is just a wasting of resources and waste of time. The same way now that whoever that lose election now, they are no longer considering to go to court, because going to court you are wasting your money. The court is there to chop your money for you. They are not there to deliver any justice. Once somebody grab power, run away with it, forget about it. The person have win. If you cannot wrestle with the person during the polling unit so that they will declare you a winner, and you are waiting, oh, I have an evidence, I have this, you are wasting your time. In all of it that is glaring in 2023 general election, that people were hoping on the judiciary will do the needful. Even if to call for a run or all this thing, what did they do? They shy away, they turn their eyes. You know one thing that is sure in this country, whatever you sow, you will reap. Where is Jega today? He planned, he colluded, say Jonathan must go by all means. In all that Jonathan did to them in the north, all they could do to Jonathan is to pour spit on Jonathan. The same thing the Gumi are doing now, because they saw Jonathan as an obstacle to them. How did the Boko Haram started? It started as a political stuff. We're using those ones that are in Aso Villa today, our governor today, senator today, they are the one. Why would they more stronger? Why many of them who are the founder of Boko Haram, they are not in government? The money is there. The power is there. You arrest any of them, they call, they release them. How would the insecurity in Nigeria stop? It can never stop. Have you forget the Pantami? The minister of under Buhari government? The NIN we did? The BVN? We thought by then getting every Nigerian their credentials, their identity. With that, the insecurity will stop. Did it stop? Did it stop? Rather, he empowered those guys the most. Government, at the end of the day, now ask yourself, what is the meaning of this NIN and the BVN? Where the kidnappers are still carrying people, collecting money in ransom, and yet nothing is being done about it. And yes, we have BVN. BVN has been linked. NIN has been linked. Can't you see that we are joking too far in this country? The country is not determined to stop this insecurity. If not, people like Sheikh Gumi are not supposed to be working freely. Not supposed to be working freely. And that's why we are saying that the best thing for this country is to divide country, let everybody go. We don't have a two way about it. You can see Bola Ahmed Tinubu, all what Bola Ahmed Tinubu is doing now, he's just after 2027 elections. He let win. It doesn't concern. If not for the threat of this Donald Trump now, that Donald Trump have come out now, call Nigeria a country of a particular concern, that he is coming to come and clear these terrorists. Despite those some people, if people have took it upon themselves as if Donald Trump is coming to clear the North or coming to clear the Muslim. If they do not have a hidden agenda, Trump says he's coming to clear those jihadis who are busy killing the Christians. What is the concern of those people now that are shouting up and down that Donald Trump is coming to wipe away the Christians? This is the same way these people did to Jonathan. When Jonathan was winning the war against this Boko Haram, he was winning them through the Jericho then that was a chief of army staff. They rose up, they say, oh, Jonathan want to wipe away the North. Jonathan is killing the North. They went to meet Obama, they collude with Obama. That the America should not sell weapons to Nigeria. Today, what is the outcome? Is it not the same thing they are doing now? That they should supposed to be glad now. That okay, or at least we see somebody who is coming to fight the insurgency. No, they are not. They are doing every available means to body shame Donald Trump. To make Donald Trump to hands up. They want to turn the North to Afghanistan. And yes, some people are telling you that one Nigeria or nothing. One Nigeria buy you there. If these people are on their own, they should make their country ungovernable, on their region ungovernable. They cannot provide anything to the table. At the end of the month, let's see what will feed them. They are only doing this thing because of one Nigeria, because they know at the end of the month, they will be VAT. They are coming to share. That's why you can see the North is no more productive. This is not the North we know. Not people who are very hardworking. They are very, but today they have used Boko Haram, used ISWAP, banditry to finish the North. The North is no longer bringing anything to the table. When we talk, stop talking about Buhari. Buhari is dead. How can we stop talking about Buhari? What he created in Nigeria today is still living with us. We were living fine in the south here before. The Boko Haram was destroying the North. But suddenly Buhari felt that the only thing he can use to compensate some fools who went ahead to voted for him by importing this Fulani from Africa country, him and the rest of people that are still living now. Today, look at how they are terrorizing Nigeria. Look at how they are terrorizing Nigerians. People can no longer go to their farm. People can no longer go and visit their family members because of kidnapping. We have a government. We have army. We have police. We have all of them in Nigeria. Can't you see where we are finding ourselves? And some people will tell you one Nigeria or nothing. The earlier, the best. Now divide the country. Let everybody go on their own separate way. Save life by dividing this country. The more you two keep us together, one Nigeria is consuming Nigeria. One Nigeria is destroying Nigeria. One Nigeria is finishing Nigeria. The Kanu war that can never be forgotten. He said, if Nigeria did not come to an end, Nigeria will gradually consume us. Nigeria is consuming us today. How many families now can now boast of 2 square meals in a day? How many Nigerians now cannot live well? Subsidy have removed. Bola Ahmed Tinubu is be borrowing everywhere. School fees on the high side. Borrowing is doing everything. Continue watching this video. Make sure you subscribe to this channel, on your notification, and show this video to all your groups. Hope Uzodinma Soludo, the governor of Anambra that just won the election, have been exposed by by Atiku. Yes, hear me again. Hope Uzodinma Soludo have been exposed by Atiku. Yes. Another governors in the southeast, not only them. Yes. Even the governor of Abia State, all of them who are saying, oh, we are talking about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Foul. They don't want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be released. I will allow you people to watch this video. I have been saying it on this platform that it is not Bola Ahmed Tinubu that is holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It is the southeast governors that are moving in the night. Go and meet Bola Ahmed Tinubu not to this Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Guess what? I told you people that nobody fight with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and go scot-free. Their nyash don't open. Please do me a favor as you are watching this video, share this video massively. Because the enemy of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has finally been unveiled. I have been telling you people on this platform that if you think the Southeast leaders, they have good plan against the Southeast, it's lie. They are all fighting for their own personal interests. And guess what? They say at first Samuel Ekpa is the issue, is the problem of Southeast. That Samuel Ekpa is the one, this and that. Samuel Ekpa was taken out of the way by Finland government. Ever since then, have you ever seen the Southeast governor? They come together, meet, and form security outfits that will speak in one voice for all the Southeast, for all the states in the Southeast. No, nothing like that. You see, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the same case he was having was the same case Sunday Igboho did. But federal government have dropped the case of Sunday Igboho. Even Professor Wole Soyinka is telling federal government that they need to compensate Sunday Igboho for Nigerian army to storm into his house and buy people. May it Allah Oga that the federal government arrested because they said that their boys allegedly buying Nigeria soldiers. They have released him. You know what it takes when you are dragging a case of they buy Nigeria soldier. You know it's not a more case, but yet they released the man. Why have they not been released? Why has Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have released? These two set of people I told you, the law of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu command, not only in Igbo, cannot be compared to Sunday Igboho, cannot be compared to Meitiala. Both the North now, some Fulani, Hausa, they are falling in love with the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have genuine love for humanity. Kanu love you, whether you are Igbo, you are not Igbo. Once you are a genuine person, once you are not like this, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu love you. And that's why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told them in the court that God is a God of justice. Are you blaming Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? The judiciary has been destroyed, Nigerian judiciary. That they all now go for money, highest bidder. Wike is being accused now that he has bought the judges in Abuja. When you have a case now and Wike is involved, don't go and waste your money in Abuja. Situation whereby he's now building estate for judges, buying cars for judges. What do you expect? It has never been so bad in the history of Nigeria than what we are currently seeing today. Because they believe that money, everything. But the most things that sweet me most is this gallant soldier, Yarema Navy, that stood his ground and against all odds, that said that Wike, you might use money to buy everybody, but you see me, you cannot use money to buy me. And that's why he told Wike, he said, we have integrity. Yes, it's like he's telling Wike that we are not like politicians who stole the country.
1992-93 in Kaduna, a riot broke out which they call the Zango Kataf riot. I was a young boy, very, very young then. And people were killed in scores. If you are not an Hausa person practicing Muslim in Islam, they were killed. Especially if you are from the southern part of Kaduna, the tribes from the southern part of Kaduna, they were massacred. It was called the Zango Kataf riot. And if the next thing they do is to burn churches, kill Christians, And then, if they're done with that, then they focus on businesses that is for Igbo people, Igbo-owned businesses, and they destroyed it. I grew up knowing that Christians are an endangered species in Nigeria. In the year 2000, when the Sharia riots, how many of you have heard of the Sharia riot? Hundreds of thousands of people were killed in Kaduna. I can remember vividly that we had to defend our house from people. They brought some Fulani boys and they faced our house. They were shooting arrows. They were stoning our zinc. They spot our zinc, shooting arrows. Even though I was a Muslim then. Even though my father was a Muslim then. But because majority of the people in our compound were Christians, so they were willing to destroy every one of us because we're living with Christians. I can remember a particular church in Mando, for those that know Mando, in Kaduna, called Chapel of Redemption. That church was destroyed. And so from that time, anytime there's a little hanky-panky in Nigeria, the first target is churches and Christians. And this has prevailed for a long time. That even if there's a problem with in another country, the Muslim and the Hausas in Nigeria will rise up and begin to kill Christians. How many of you remember the Miss World crisis in 2002, 2001, 2002? That somebody drew a picture of Muhammad or something in France. Long away in France. And they began to fight in Nigeria. Are you following me? Christians are an endangered species. Now let me give you, and that's how it has continued. Scores have been killed, and they focus on regions where there is a mixture of both Christianity and Islam. If you look at states like Kaduna, state like Plateau State, state like Nasarawa, state like Taraba, state like Benue, state like Bauchi, state like Gombe, state like Borno. These are places where they focus on because they intend to eliminate every living Christian in that place. Anybody that debunked it is a total lie because I have grown and lived in the north. I've spent 80 to 80% of my life in the north, so I understand this thing. Several times, I cannot forget the Sharia riot. We were running for our lives. Even though we are Muslims, but we're still running because as far as you are not of that ethnic group, practicing what they practice, you are a victim. You can be burnt alive. Many of us saw human beings that were burnt alive, like roasted like yam. And it has been going on for a long time. The genocide against the Christian faith. Are you with me? Many years ago, in Kano State, a man was beheaded. And anything they talk about that he said blasphemy. And guess who was the person that led it? The man called Sanusi, Lamido Sanusi was the one that led him on. And they beheaded him, they killed the Igbo man. They killed him and they put his head on the stake and they were using it to parade the city. You will understand of a woman also that is an evangelist. An evangelist Eunice that was preaching about 2016 or 18 in Abuja. And they killed her. We cannot talk about a young girl called Deborah Samuel that was killed. I schooled in Jos, and for years, the people of Plateau have been massacred. Riot breaking out every single time. The world that the moment anything happens, the next people that are victims are Christians. And it is unfortunate that all these years the government have not been able to do anything about it. But the agenda is deep. Are you with me this morning? Why am I saying? Because I don't want us to be an ignorant people. If we are ignorant people, they will control the narrative. And these days, let me tell you this truth. God will not come and fight for you. Remove that thing from your mind. If Christians don't rise up, pray from now till tomorrow. God is not coming to fight for you. Are you with me? Now, in the year 2009, Boko Haram started. Boko Haram started because of a section. It was a political movement. They created Boko Haram as a political talks to bring confusion into the government of Goodluck Jonathan. And to be able to, destroy any opposition, starting from Borno State, under the watch of a man called Kashim Shettima, which is now the vice president of Nigeria. Kashim Shettima and the other man, Ali Mohammed Sharif. These were the people that started the business of Boko Haram as a political talks to be able to oppose their opponents. But after a time, the ideology grew and they began to destroy. Now, it became a problem and they began to use it to destroy, bombing here and there. In 2009, 2010. As of 2010, a man led a meeting in Jos. Are you with me? He led a meeting that they were going to annihilate Christians within the localities of Plateau, Borno, Plateau, Bauchi, Kaduna, and Nasarawa. And he said they are going to perform jihad. They will bring jihad and they will go to kill them. If the Islamic leaders are not willing to lead them, he is ready to lead the movement. I have the minute of that meeting in my phone presently. Guess who is that person? Issa Pantami, that was the former minister of communication under Buhari's regime. And several times, these are people that are terrorist sympathizers. And that is why the Nigerian army has not been able to win the war against the terrorism. Because the terrorists have infiltrated the Nigerian ranks, the army ranks, so they cannot win the war. That said, Osama bin Laden was a better Muslim than he is. He was sad when Osama bin Laden was killed. And he has said it several times that Boko Haram should not be killed. He said they are their Muslim brothers. How do you win a war against terrorism? where there are people high in government that are sympathizing to terrorism. How do you win that war? Now, there are 4 categories of insecurity or people that are causing insecurity. Number 1, you have Boko Haram. Number 2, you have bandits. Number 3, you have Fulani herdsmen. Now I'm going to show you how they are connected. Many people don't know. The Boko Haram and the Fulani herdsmen have one mission. The mission is simple: Islamize Nigeria. Come to a territory that are Christian dominated, kill everybody there, occupy their land. Go to Benue, look for a community, kill them there, occupy their land. That's always me. Boko Haram and the Fulani herdsmen. Have you noticed that Fulani herdsmen they don't kidnap, they kill? There's hardly a place you hear that Fulani herdsmen capture that they say these are Fulani herdsmen. No, when they go, they kill. How do they kill? They kill with guns. You must now ask yourself, how does a Fulani man get AK-47? Do you know the cost of one AK-47? One AK-47 is over $1,000 something. Where will a Fulani man be able to obtain to get one AK-47? Are you with me? And now, so you will know that there are people that are sponsoring this movement. Then the Boko Haram and the Fulani, they go about Christian-dominated areas. You will understand that when this terrorism started in Nigeria, that only people that were killed were Christian churches. You will not hear that they kill anyone. It is Christians and churches. I remember in Kaduna then that churches began to look for security men to guide their churches in every service day. Otherwise, you can be in church and the next is boom.